Okay, so fundamentally what we're going to do here today is we're going to strip and completely rebuild this XS78. I'll just pick this up second hand, and what I'm going to do is try and show you how simple it is to strip one of these and rebuild it. I'm going to make this a bit of a project gun, so the strip down and rebuild rule will seem a little bit different, but fundamentally that's what we're going to do. Okay, best thing to do, always start with a clean work surface. Okay, the first thing you do when you're stripping one of these down is do the safety first. Now, this gun hasn't got the safety in, but fundamentally what you do is you put it into the safe position, turn it over. On the back of it will be like a little arrow. Put a screwdriver in the arrow, tap it, out it will pop. So as you can see, the safety has already been removed from this rifle. Okay, now this gun's got gas in it, you can't move the cap, it's rock solid. So what you need to do in this particular case, because this is a standard gun, is you've got to fire off the excess gas. Now this takes quite a long time. Now during the rebuild process of making this gun, I shall show you how to install a degas hole, and that will improve the ability to be able to degas the gun. It's a very simple job, just involves drilling one hole, and I'll show you that as we come to the rebuild part. Okay, so I've degassed the gun now, so I'm just going to remove the cap and remove the CO2 caps from the inside. Dispose of these carefully. A lot of people will use these to shoot at, make targets, and make nice reactive targets. They jump and leap about. I've mounted them in a piece of wood, you hit them and they pop out. Okay, so we've removed the gas, we know everything is empty, so now we go ahead and remove the stock. All you need to do with this one is just put a screwdriver in one of the slots and turn. That's it as far as that's concerned, and the stock itself just slides off of the gun and you're left with the action and the stock. This will be worked on, so next time you see this it might look completely different. Okay, so fundamentally what we've got is we've got the action and it's now removed from the stock. Next step would be to remove the trigger assembly. Trigger assembly is not difficult. Let me just get the right screwdriver. Which of course you can never find. Okay, we'll use this little stumpy one. Screw at the back, gently unscrew, and this screw actually goes through the two end caps. And is withdrawn. Thus, there's a little spired washer on there, always make sure you keep that. And the front one, slacken the screw off and remove this screw. Now then, where this screw screws into the main gas tube, there's not a lot of metal there, so always be careful when you're rebuilding that one. Make sure that one goes in nice and straight. The two end caps come out, and this now gives you access to the back of the bolt. Now the bolt just fits into the back of the probe. It's going to get the right size Allen key. I believe this is a 2mm, which I think is that one. That one. So you just slacken that off until the bolt comes out. There is a hole in the bolt that the screw screws into. So you can leave that screw in there. That now is now free to rotate. So what I now need to do is let's remove that barrel band so I can then remove barrel. Let's take the Allen key out of there. Again, this is a 2mm Allen key. Get that out, and then the barrel will just pull straight out. These O-rings will probably need replacing, so worth doing that. Okay, so the barrel should just slide off. That's a standard XS78 one, which is plastic. And there's nothing actually wrong with the plastic one, as long as it's fitted properly. I'm now going to remove the breech tube from the gas tube, and that's a simple operation. Once the barrel is removed, this cross-headed screw is revealed. Get a proper fitting screwdriver in that, securely in, and then just crack it open. That screw will have a countersunk spired washer. That's important, don't lose that. And we'll keep that separate. And now the breech will just lift off of the 2 pins. Get that separate for a moment, and we'll just slide that out of there. This is the probe. Fundamentally, that's where the bolt goes in. That way up, actually. And the way this works is, when it's open, this is away from the gas tube. When it closes, that then allows the gas, when you pull the trigger, release the valve, and the gas pushes the pellet out the barrel. And again, this is the breech tube. You would normally just check this for signs of burrs and anything like that, but as you can see, this is quite a well used one. There's not a lot, it's nice and free moving, so nothing to worry about there. What you can do is, if you've got a new one and it's a little bit stiff or grinchy or notchy, you can just polish up the edges of these holes, just take the burrs off, and that will just smooth the whole action, smooth the whole action completely, and make the gun a lot smoother to shoot. Okay, now we've got the gas tube. Now fundamentally the gas tube is it's a fairly straightforward thing. Basically what it contains is a hammer and spring. If I take out this pin, which is the rear one, you'll find this one is a square, and this one is a front one, and this is a round. By removing them and tipping the gun backwards, the hammer slides out. The hammer is in 3 parts fundamentally. You've got the hammer itself, the hammer spring, and the guide. And that works by, as you cock it, it comes back, and as you release it, it goes forward and hits the back of the valve, and it's as simple as that. Now we've got this here. Now, as you can probably see, this is the original transfer port. It's the most common cause of low power. A small transfer port transfers not a lot of gas, as you can. I don't know if you can see, but that's quite restrictive. We'll get rid of that. Now the valve. Now let me just remove the hammer block. What it just needs is this bolt just slackening off very, very slightly, and then just unscrew this. If you notice, it's got 2 different threads. You've got a long thread at the bottom and a short thread at the top. They are 2 different pitches as well. Don't get that the wrong way around. And the hammer block will just slide straight out the back. Again, that goes in one way. The threads go towards the front of the gun. I'm just going to take out the screw, the final screw that holds the gas valve in place. Actually, I need to leave that in just for a moment. Now this monstrous bit of kit was made by a chap called Dave Jones, comes from Kent, and all this does is this allows you, I don't know if you can, I don't know if that will show you in there, but in the bottom of there is the front face of the valve, and it's got a slot in it. Just rotate till it locks in, and then just hold the back of the thing and just twist half a turn, and then just push the valve out.